African jungle.
Welcome to the Crypto and Stock Market Futures Trading Channel. This is Digital Micro, and this is the Digital Micro Trading Journal for November 17th Globex session. The benchmarks for November 17th, 2021. So the winner here is the MES-SP 500 Micro, 0.3%, 0.31, I should say, for the week. We're in Globex as I make this recording, and the M2K Russell 2000 Micro is down 0.63%. But the big story is Bitcoin down almost 8% here. We've broken 60,000, which is an important level for traders. So we're going to look at some charts here in the next few minutes and break down each of these. The S&P 500, the Russell 2000, and the Bitcoins. But before we go to the charts, let's look at my current asset allocation. So let's look at how this hedge is working out. We've got Eddie, my investment officer, and hedge number one is crypto, and that's a longer-term time horizon of 2 to 4 weeks. And the current asset allocation model, 52.5%. So that's hedged against this stock index futures day trading portion at 47.5% current allocation. And that time horizon, really one full day, including global trading session with Asia, then moving to Europe, and finally the RTH, the regular trading hours in New York. So that's one full session where I'm allowed to keep, basically, through Eddie's guidance and my oversight, 47.5% day trading, and that would be the instruments of M2K Russell 2000 and the MES S&P 500. Let's go to the charts. Okay, Bitcoin chart from left side, monthly. I am not worried because this is a doji candle here. This is the November candle, and you see the solid red portion is all about this big long wick above the red color, and we have a lower wick that did pierce just barely the October anchored volume weighted average price, but it was rejected. So if you've got a wick, that means price was not accepted. It's not a solid body. It went right back up. Where did it go to? It went back to the resistance band, this horizontal crimson red band. So am I worried or concerned? No. As long as we keep this candle, the November candle, the body above the October anchored VWAP, it's all good, and I'm just going to chill. And you can even see that price right now is back to the dollar cost average I did yesterday that I posted at 65.43. And again, that wasn't a big cost average buy-in, but I just couldn't resist and wanted to add to the holdings. So the right side of the chart, here's the 24-hour, and this is even more telling because you can see on this lower circle, the lower Bollinger Band, and we have wicks on the candle for yesterday, and so far for the 17th Wednesday, we are wicking above the lower Bollinger Band. So that's a positive here. So what do bulls do to get this thing going by the end of the week? We need to recover the anchored VWAP for November 1st. That's got some confluence on the level of the middle Bollinger Band. So what's that price zone? It's all coming into a confluence level. Let's just call it 63,000. We need to get above 63,000. We do that by Friday, we're good. Upper Bollinger Band here is 67,000, but that might be a bridge too far for Friday. But I do see that 63,000, if we can clear this 2-bar daily, and that's coming in right now, right at my dollar cost average level at about 60,500. That is the anchored volume weighted average for both Tuesday and Wednesday Globex. Just need to keep price above it. Not worried. So that's the bottom line for Bitcoin. I think this needed some consolidation on the monthly. I think we needed to take out the leverage trader. And by the way, I never use leverage on the crypto allocation. It's always the spot Bitcoin with cash, never using leverage. But there were, I'm sure, a lot of traders. I heard one estimate of over $300 million worth of blown up accounts in the last 24 hours. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but again, too much leverage kills. But by and large here, I'm still bullish on the allocation at 52.5% for the next few weeks. What we have is the M2K Russell 2000 on the 24-hour chart. It's quite, you've got a triangle basically for the last few days, lower highs, and the wicks on these candles for each 24-hour candle. You can see we're coming to an apex center right around 2400. And this is not ideal for a trader. A trader does not want a no trend, low range environment, but that's what the market's giving us. And given that we're going into the holiday period, this is why I'm being very cautious on the trade plan. So far, this week's trade plan's working out just fine. It's super chill and low stress because I've eased up on the frequency and the sizing, so we're doing just fine. On the right, that's the 120-minute time frame, and zooming in here, you can see here, again, we caught the last few hours of the RTH. We had a tag lower on the Bollinger Band, and then we come right back here in the 2400 zone. And what you here, you see the compression contraction on the and the lower. And again, this is meaning we've got energy compressed and we're going to have a breakout. I do not want to be on the wrong side of this, but noting on the right side of the chart, the November 15th Globex opening range, we're below it. And we're below it with compressed Bollinger Bands. So be that as it may, I did make one trade long. Full disclosure, I'm totally flat because it's always good to have 100% dry powder for the RTH, and looking forward to getting one decent good setup on the RTH and see what it brings. But I'm going to be very patient here. So that concludes our M2K. Let's go to the S&P MES. Here we have two charts of the MES-SP 500 micro. On the left, the 24-hour chart. Totally looking like a cup candle, relentless bars up, peaking at an all-time high, a little tiny reversion, mean reversion lower, and then we're cupping back up for probably what's going to be a new all-time high in very short order. So that is a bullish chart to me. I have no at all gumption to have a trade short based on this 24-hour chart. On the smaller time frame, I did take a long on the S&P earlier in the RTH Tuesday, and the setup was this: compression on the Bollingers on the upper and the lower, and we broke out here right at the open, and you can see in short order we rode the Bollinger Band. And right now where we are in the Globex is we're just below the anchored VWAP at 4,700 here, but we're above the November 15th regular trading hours open range. So is that a buy? No, I'm not touching this on a buy. Is it a sell? Heck no, because of the larger time frame. So sitting on hands, not doing anything, dry powder 100% with the 47.5% asset allocation, and looking for a trade setup in the RTH open for Wednesday. Please take a look at if this helped you at all, and looking forward to seeing you subscribe. Thank you so much. Take care and aloha.